Time is an odd creature. It goes too fast when you want it to go slow, and too slow when you want it to go fast. Today we have a very special project. The rules of how we sleep here on the FamilyCraft server are about to change, and tonight before the rollover, we're going to do something really special. We're going to put the station clock tower together. The rest of the station may not be done, but we're going to get that clock tower ready for all my fellow friends on the server to be ready to use in the morning. Now, this is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a whole lot of redstone and a whole lot of patience, but I think it's going to come out just fantastic. Now, first thing we need to do is put in a temporary dirt floor so we don't plummet to our death. Now, our friend Jay is going to be bringing some extra dirt so that we can actually, have enough, because 10 blocks is not going to be enough for all the scaffolding we need and all that, and apparently she has a ton from digging out her various projects and is willing to lend it to us. We're really going to have to return the favor here soon, but in the meantime, we're going to take these ladders and put them along the side so we can help scramble up and down a little bit more often. Probably going to have to move this scaffolding a bit, but now we can get up to the side, and this will help our building immensely. I just love that view. Well, Jay is being our helper today, and apparently I need lots of help because, well, I'm beyond help in many regards. But we have our scaffolding up, we have a lot of torches, and I need to move that out of the way. We have our dirt scaffolding up now, so we can work up on the tower. We gotta make it at least twice as tall as it is now, probably even 3 times. It's going to stretch pretty high. Today we have Jay helping us out. She's wonderful and has been providing a whole bunch of redstone components and doing a little bit of the grunt work to help make this so everything just comes out perfect. Now, what can we do to make all this great? Well, we got to start making it taller for one, and then we'll worry about the inside casing stone in a little bit. Well, we're up here, and Jay's put down the safety water. I can now fling myself off in any direction and survive, or more likely attempt to go off the tower and then promptly fall on my tail and then die. Oh wait, safety water. Thank you, Jay. Jay, you're fantastic. Now, we need to start doing our thing, and the first thing we need to do is decide, is this thing tall enough, or do we need to make it longer and wider? So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make it go higher. Much, much higher. Because this is only at the level of the first floor, and having it taper in, I'm not so sure if that would be a good place right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one wall like as a straight up on the casing stone, and the other wall, well, that one is going to taper in like I'm going to do. It's either going to happen on this level or the next level. I'm not sure. Shall we? Let's. Well, we've mocked it up with dirt, and I have to say that looks just plain beautiful. We even have some happy little trees around here. We'll have to make sure that no one cuts those down. But yes, happy little trees, happy little clock tower. We've even put the side of the station up a little bit to see how it would look. And, even if we do raise up the ceiling 1 block higher like I'm thinking, proportionally it'll still work. Now, where Jay is standing up there, go ahead and give a wave, Jay. Where Jay is, it's going to be where the clock mechanism actually will be, and then the daylight sensor above it, and then we're going to do that. Now the redstone wiring is going to take some time, but this is going to be just a fantastically beautiful build. Now, we're going to replace the dirt with a bunch of the casing stone, and we'll just make this beautiful. Just plain beautiful. Okay, let's start climbing. So Jay and I discovered that the tower needed to be taller, so we're removing our scaffolding that we put around the tower there, and we're going to put it up again around the other top. Unfortunately, there was concerns with sight lines that you just wouldn't be able to see it from all around town. While the tower is very, very tall, it is unfortunately makes it very, very difficult to see or inside the streets because of how we've laid out the town. Here we are by the Prismarine shop, and you can see that it just barely meets around the rooftops. Now, of course, you won't be able to see it while over here, but the hope is that while you're in pretty much any alleyway or street, you'll be able to look up above there and see where the town is and or roughly what time it is in the day. Now, we're going to be putting the clock on top of that dirt structure, and it'll be a little bit more taller still, but I think we'll enjoy it. And you should be able to see it pretty much in all directions from around the shopping district. We've gotten the tower up high. Now we're going to put up some more dirt to mock out exactly how the clock face is going to be. Now the question is, do we want to have it 3 high for aesthetic reasons, or 5 high so we have more room for redstone? And we're going to work on that right now. Jay and I were discussing our options, and we were thinking, do we want to go 3 or do go 5? And then we have that one block in the middle, and we realized that 4 was the answer. So we're going to have to try something a little odd and see if we can make this work. Now to try and build the redstone mechanism.
Good luck with that.
Oh, I may have to go into creative for this one. So we started working on the internal redstone of the clock, using a daylight sensor and trying to light up the lamps in sequence. So what happens is, the light comes off the daylight sensor puts out its output, and when it hits 12, it'll put on the center light. That will cause a piston to fire, which will then light up the red, or the circuitry on the red section, and then that'll light up the middle lamp on everything. Now we still have to figure out how to get the other 2 lamps to light up, and that's just going to take some time. But I am sure that with a little bit of hard work, we'll be able to do it. Let's see how many other pretty colors of concrete we can shove into here. Well, I'm not going to lie, but I finally came up with a redstone design that allows us to have a clock tower that tells us how much time we have on all 4 sides. I'm incredibly proud of this thing, and it is fantastic. How about if I show you how it works? So the light sensor gets hit, and then it comes in, and we follow the yellow wire all the way around until it hits the center. And then there it lights up the middle torches and the right torch. But first, it hits this stone torch, so that when we have a lower light level, but it's still bright enough to keep spawns from spawning, it hits this, or this light causes the blue wire to not light up, or which then causes all these torches to light up, which then does the right or the left lamp. However, when it's completely dark out and there's nothing hitting the sensor, the torch on the yellow will light up, which will light up the red or the blue, which will then turn off the blue, which will then light up the left light, and left light only when it is completely dark out at night. And then if you follow that off of one of those blue torches, it goes down here, goes all the way down through here, and hits the chimes. Now we're going to move over to the real world on the FamilyCraft server and build it again using less pretty box or the wiring. And there it is in all its glory. We still have the dirt scaffolding around, but everything is looking tops. And being as it's early morning, we only have one light on. Now we just have to put the casing stones on the top, and then it's complete. So we've finished our lovely, lovely clock mechanism, and now we're on to trying to transmit it down to the chimes. So now that it's nighttime and the light for the night is on, that causes this torch right here to light up, which causes the whole torch tower to go all the way down and signal that it is time for the bells to go off. However, we don't have any bells quite yet. It's time to get those in and to start to program them. But first, we have to... we'll have to buy some packed ice in order to get that classic chiming noise. Let's see, ice, no. Packed ice. I'll take that. Thank you. Okay, we're in the basement, and to get things started, we need to get so that we can enter our signal into a block. Now, I want there to be expandability later, so we're going to go like so, and then we'll drop that into a block, and where'd my note go? It took a lot of time, and a lot of effort, and a lot of placing notebooks and clicking them just right. But we did. We did finally get there. And we have the full chime. Have a listen. Beautiful. Let's put in the gongs and then on to the next step. The chimes are all in place. That's these 4 boxes in the back. No, 3, pardon me. 3 boxes in the back with the note block. And they'll just be the really low bung, bung, bung notes. But now we have our next task. We've got to make it so that each of these sounds less like a piano note and more like a chime. And to do that, we're going to use our packed ice. Let's hope we don't hit a note block as we dig underneath them. I like it. Okay, let's reattach it up to the other system, and then we're done.